Predicted Man United lineup versus Tottenham. Fred starts in midfield. Manchester United will be in Premier League action against Tottenham Hotspur on the road tonight. The Red Devils have won their last 3 league games and should fancy another victory against an out-of-form Spurs outfit. United currently need a maximum of 5 wins from their remaining 8 matches to qualify for the Champions League. David De Gea is currently leading the Golden Glove race with 14 clean sheets and will be eyeing another shutout tonight. In front of him, manager Erik ten Hag could stick with the same backline from the FA Cup semi-final win. Harry Maguire is available after his suspension, but in our view, Victor Lindelof and Luke Shaw should continue in central defense. Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Diogo Dalot are likely to retain their positions in the right and left back roles for the 4th straight game. Casemiro is a nailed-on starter in the holding midfield role, but we anticipate a change in the number 8 position against Spurs. With Bruno Fernandes deemed doubtful, we anticipate Christian Eriksen to play higher up the field in an attacking midfield position. This could pave the way for Fred to partner Casemiro in the center of the park. The Brazilian was tremendous against Spurs in the reverse fixture. He opened the scoring after the break and played his part in the second goal. Elsewhere, Antony, Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial should be assured starters in attack for United. Rashford has failed to score in his last 3 games, but should fancy his chances against a Spurs defense that has conceded 51 league goals. That's how tonight's Manchester United starting 11 will be. So what is your opinion on this? Did you like the first 11? Ten Hag praises Spurs Kane but tight-lipped on potential summer transfer. Erik ten Hag has talked up Harry Kane's qualities ahead of Manchester United's meeting with Tottenham Hotspur but has refused to get involved in talk that the England striker could move to Old Trafford in the summer. United are looking for a striker ahead of the transfer window and Kane is nearing the final year of his contract at Spurs. The 29-year-old and Napoli striker Victor Osimhen are on Ten Hag's radar, but asked whether Kane would fit into his team, the Dutchman remained tight-lipped. "I am preparing my team for a game against Spurs," Ten Hag told a news conference on Wednesday ahead of the trip to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Ten Hag did, however, admit he's a fan of Kane, who has scored 24 goals in the Premier League this season. Sources have told ESPN that signing a top-level striker is United's priority this summer, although there is some reluctance at Old Trafford to enter into negotiations with Spurs chairman Daniel Levy. Ten Hag ideally wants to have any new additions signed up before the preseason tour of the US, which begins in July, and there is a fear that Levy may want to start a bidding war for Kane, who also has interest from Bayern Munich, and could prolong any deal until the end of the window. Bruno Fernandes has a mind-blowing impact on Manchester United results. Bruno Fernandes' career at Manchester United has taken off since he first graced Old Trafford in February 2020 and he's never shown any sign of slowing down since. The Portugal international was a lockdown revelation when he swapped Sporting Lisbon for the Red Devils in January 2020, tallying 8 goals and 7 assists in only 14 matches toward the end of the season. Since hitting the ground running in his first half-season at the Theatre of Dreams, Fernandes has soaked up the limelight as Manchester United's danger man, clocking 60 goals and 52 assists in 175 appearances for the club. Although Marcus Rashford's blockbuster seasons stole the headlines in 2022-23, United's stand-in captain has been the cornerstone of the club's renaissance under Erik ten Hag this term. While his high goal contributions from some previous years have dwindled, the 28-year-old intangible qualities, including his leadership and playmaking skills and endless work rate, have been paramount. Numbers don't lie, as they say, so let's look at Fernandes' offensive output this season. Unfortunately for United, Fernandes is a major doubt ahead of their pivotal top-flight clash against fellow top-4 hopefuls Spurs this midweek. Ten Hag delivered a damning fitness verdict on the playmaker's fitness status during a press conference ahead of United's trip to London on Thursday. Harry Kane's signing would bring the best out of these 3 Manchester United stars. Manchester United are expected to spend big on a marquee striker this summer, and it is quite clear that Tottenham Hotspur star Harry Kane is the priority target for manager Erik ten Hag. The club are already making initial moves to sign the England international, and there is a realistic chance of a transfer, considering Kane will enter the final year of his Spurs contract in July. If a deal materializes, United would finally have a genuine goal-scoring striker in the squad. In our opinion, Kane's arrival at Old Trafford could also bring the best out of three United attackers. With Kane leading the line, the Portuguese will have a more reliable figure who should capitalize on scoring opportunities. There should be a definite increase in the chance conversion rate. Rashford, Fernandes and Antony should also benefit from Kane's link-up play around the box to create chances for them. We may also see early crosses into the box to capitalize on Kane's strong aerial presence. Atlanta manager accepts Manchester United target will be difficult to keep. Denmark striker Rasmus HOJLUND appears to be among Manchester United's targets. The Reds have been handed a potential boost after Atlanta manager Gian Piero Gasperini came out this week and said the young talent will be difficult to keep this summer. We all know that Erik ten Hag wants to sign an elite-level forward. While HOJLUND has more to prove to reach that status, there is no denying that the Dane is one to watch for the future. The Manchester Evening News already reported that United are monitoring HOJLUND's situation at Atlanta, with him being one of a number of strikers being watched by the club. Atlanta manager Gian Piero Gasperini accepts there is significant interest in HOJLUND's signature. HOJLUND has registered 10 goal-scoring contributions in Serie A for Atlanta this term, with the Dane finding the back of the net 7 times, as per Transfermarkt. He also scored 1 goal in 2 Champions League qualifiers for the Italians. Erik ten Hag provides fresh injury update on Fernandes and Garnacho ahead of Tottenham clash. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has provided a fresh injury update on Bruno Fernandes and Alejandro Garnacho ahead of the Premier League clash against Tottenham Hotspur. The Red Devils are currently on a 3-match winning streak in the top flight and they will be aiming to extend the run in tomorrow's game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Ahead of the clash, Ten Hag has said that the club will have to wait on Fernandes, who picked up a knock to his right ankle during the FA Cup semi-final win over Brighton and Hove Albion. The Dutch tactician added that Garnacho is back on the training pitch after 6 weeks out with an ankle injury, but the club graduate won't be ready to make the game tomorrow. Fernandes was spotted wearing a protective boot on Monday, but Ten Hag has assured that it was only for protection and the midfielder will be assessed before Thursday's game. In our opinion, the Portuguese will likely undergo a late fitness test and we won't be surprised if he makes the matchday squad to face Tottenham on the road.